Glory Abrantier, lies in the fact that he is on this year. Gold is their footstool. Come into the lazy and architecture of the village of River will simply amaze you. I will serve you from Tifante. Take you to the castles of Cape Coast and the West and show the historical inscriptions on the walls. After enjoying and visiting the home of Ejabante, I will take you to the Eastern Mountains where I'll gladly hit my chest because this is where the boutique falls. I will excite your sight with the beautiful sight of the light that comes with the light that shines from the Every Botanical Gardens all day. And after paying our due respect to the children, come with me to the Kakum National Park, dance with me on the canopy walkway. The spectacular beauty of the Shire Hills will bring you very high chills. Allow me to introduce you to the biggest tree in West Africa, the big tree of Adan. When you are done, come with me to the mysterious water extravagant designer in Adan as we journey back to Accra, the land of me and Nan, to pay homage to the Garman chair. The memorial museum of Dr. Alifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Please take the front seat of my arrow glass because I am taking you straight to Jamestown to show the historical remains of our colonial past. In this land, we fight to the dust and every young man. The art of boxing is simply a must. Salute to the professor, Brevas Manelsi. Welcome to Mochakuna, where I will serve you Pankweshi Tolu and give you Utimshinoa dessert. Yes, this is the show now. Which I could take you to the Christian Bob Castle and show you around the Asha Fort, but now you must be tired, they need to rest. So right before the night falls, beneath the skies, above the clouds where the moon crossed, the will of man will terminate you with the melodies of God's songs. Oh, yo, ya, ene, boke, ya, Boya, meridian, yetema, nika, boya, ye. Nika boya nu, nika boya joe. Ike oyo ya ene boke ni ya boya meridian yetema. Nika boya ye, nika boya nu, nika boya joe. I want to sing a song for yourself. Oblanyoko. Eje simple, ego mocho fefel, yes momi wobe, mimi kashi mi woni eba chemi, mimi bile ake, mimi sande, nike mi ake, eye oya ni oyo ya ene boke mi ya moya meridian yetema ninka boya ye ninka boya nu ninka boya je. All right, thank you.
Nats Oakley, ladies and gentlemen, our first spoken word performer for the evening. And I'm making sure that we get loud cheers from Gamashi. Gamashi in the house. Are you in the house, Gamashi? Alright, so we're going to move on now with the rest of the awards that we have here this evening. And to help us with the presentation, respectfully, I'd like to call on Archbishop Ezekiel Eni, who happens to be the national president of the Ambassador for Peace Council, to help us with the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to you, sir. Asante Yao Korea, Certificate Award. A round of applause for him again. Number 2 for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, is Stephen Osafo Owusu. Congratulations to you, Stephen Osafo Owusu, Certificate Award. Thank you very much. Let's move on now to number 3 for the evening, Michael J. Toshi. Michael J. Kwashi. Congratulations to you, Michael. Certificate Award, ladies and gentlemen. And our last person for the evening, Vitus Benti. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Archbishop Ezekiel. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to request the services. And this is the Patron Award. The UPF Patron Award is given to the patron who supports the organization in extraordinary measures. And our recipient for this year is Dr. Aaron Adade. Congratulations to you, Dr. Aaron Adade, Patron Award. Thank you, Doc. We're going to move on to the Loan Service Award. Loan Service Award, and it's given to UPF members who have shown relentless commitment to the goals and objectives of the body, who have supported activities of the organizations for at least a decade. And our recipient this evening happens to be Archbishop Ezekiel Elimi. Congratulations to you. Thank you. Long Service Award. And our second recipient for Bill Porter, who is not here with us, but then his son is right here, who will receive the award on his behalf. Long Service Award, Apostle Senator Bill Porter. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Dr. and Mrs. Helen M. Osei. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have another spoken word performance. And this time, we're going to call on someone who just received an award here. He's vicious with his words. His words are powerful enough to get you all thinking about several things. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Vital Speaks.
Thank you very much. You heard about the categories, but I just want to explain about the certificate, because I'm sure there are people here that may want to say, oh, I would like to be a member, so how do I become a member? The certificate is the starting point. You can't be a member of UPF without being an ambassador for peace. You cannot. Because they are the people that have been recognized, identified, who have somehow lived an exemplary life at a lower level or at a higher level. But then, when you want to be a member, you get us informed, we screen you, you go through some period of seminars and lectures. Then we start with the certificate award. Certificate award means that we are commissioning you. It's not merit. You haven't merited. You haven't merited yet. So you begin with the certificate as an induction. We induct you and commission you to now begin the journey pioneering for peace. So don't get misunderstood with different certificates and so on. The merit is clear, the long service is clear, patron is clear, but the certificate, it didn't explain anything. We start you with certificate award. And then if you do very well, we can take you up to Crown of Peace Award to the highest level. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. and Mrs. Helen Osei, Secretary General, UPF Ghana. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on to our last batch of awards, and to help us with the presentation, I'd like to call on the UPF Ghana Acting National Chairman, Honorable Frank Hussaini Adongo. And we are going to look at the Crown of Peace Award category. And this award category is not given here. It was given many years ago from Nigeria in South Korea. Only a selected few who had met the founders face to face received the award. Today, one of those patrons or one of those persons will be receiving the award. Only one person will receive. He was not around when he was shortlisted for it a few years ago. Recipients are peace lovers of global repute. Ladies and gentlemen, our Crown of Peace Award goes to Honorable Cletus Abukar. All right, so we have a rep here to pick the award on his behalf. Crown of Peace Award going to Honorable Cletus Abukar. Congratulations, sir. And then we're going to move on to the last award for the evening, which is a general award, and that goes out to Honorable Dela Soa. We also have a rep to pick the award on his behalf.
Yeah, I'm saying this award was given to her in Senegal. In Senegal, huh? A woman came there.
Oh, okay. All right. Congratulations to you. Congrats. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Going out to Honorable Dela Soa. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Respect, ladies and gentlemen, just a short word that will be delivered by the Election Peace Ambassador and Security Analyst before we close our gathering here. Alhaji Iba Ibrahim.
I've been asked by the chairman of the Ghana chapter to introduce myself. My name is Alhaji Iba Ibrahim. I'm a security consultant and I have a career background in conflict resolution and diplomacy. I've been asked in a few minutes to pass a few comments. I stand on existing protocols to congratulate the Universal Peace Federation, a global network of peace builders, for their critical intervention to enhance interfaith peace building, peace education, youth service, human development, and security. This federation's core principles of unity, service, and love for one another are collectively an efficacious antidote to the conflicts and suffering of millions of victims of violence around the world today. Despite our diversity in race, religion, language, ethnicity, and social class, love for one another is the strongest response to hate, war, and carnage. As hard as the United Nations Organization has tried since the end of the Second World War, the human race has over the past 80 years relapsed into war and self-destruction. The lingering consequences of the Korean War, the Vietnam War, the Cold War, the Gulf War, the genocide in Rwanda, the Yugoslav War, as well as the carnage in Bosnia, marked the last 50 years of the just ended 20th century. Just when year 2000 came around, with hopes of a violence-free 21st century, the first 21 years we have all lived have seen renewed violence. From the attacks on 9/11 to the current Ethiopian conflict in Tigray, casting a shadow of doubt on the 21st century as a century of global peace and unprecedented strides in the area of science and technology. If the world doesn't strengthen its peace initiatives, a third world war could even prove more devastating that the two world wars combined. Modern knowledge in robotics, artificial intelligence, the use of drones, laboratory capabilities will end up being weaponized to destroy the human race. Corona, as a suspected biological weapon, is a testament that the next 79 years of this century could prove critical to the very existence of humanity. I conclude by commending the Ghana chapter of the Universal Peace Federation and urge a deepening of its partnership with current and future Ghanaian governments as well as like-minded civil society organizations to help Ghana deal with hate speech, social media bullying, extreme partisan polarization, whose vestiges we've seen from very shameful videos from Ghana's parliament in the past 24 hours, ethnocentrism, and other triggers of conflict. Because the only way we can deepen the peace and stability of this country is through early warning systems that will preempt conflicts before they happen. And finally, since this has to do with the contribution of all religions, I leave you with a saying from the Holy Prophet, in which he said, Ya ayyuhan nas afshu salam, wa at'imu at-ta'am, wa silu al-arham, wa qumu bil-layli wan-nasu niyam, tadkhulu al-jannata bis-salam. O mankind, spread the word of peace. Feed food to those who are poor and needy, and strengthen the ties of family amongst you. And pray at night while others are sleeping. When you do all these, you will enter heaven in peace. And I believe these words encapsulate the very existence of the Universal Peace Federation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Election Peace Ambassador and Security Analyst, Alhaji Ibad Ibrahim. All right, so finally, ladies and gentlemen, before we go, our guest of honor for this evening, there were two. Her Excellency Claudia Tebe Quintero, Ambassador of Colombia to Ghana, wasn't able to make it due to one or two reasons beyond her control. However, she sent a solidarity message, which I'm going to read to all of you. She said, "Dear friends, I would like to congratulate the Universal Peace Federation, UPF, a global network of individuals and organizations which has dedicated itself to building a world of peace centered on universal spiritual and moral values. I am convinced that the only way humanity progresses is through oneness, openness, recognition of our capabilities as humans, awareness, divine will, and the will to keep learning, to accept diversity across board, irrespective of cultural, economic, mental abilities, and talents. In Ghana, for example, we understand two important points, which I have come to realize as the peaceful coexistence of the two largest religious groups, Christianity and Islam, which for me is a very worthy example for the African continent and indeed the world. In this way, we are creating a symbol of peace. Also, the ongoing construction of the National Cathedral for me is also a symbol of peace. As a woman, a Colombian, and an ambassador of Colombia to Ghana and West Africa, I am pleased to be part of this event, which is also a part of peace building. I accept once again my felicitation for the great service that you are rendering to humanity. Thank you very much. And that is coming from Her Excellency Claudia Tebe Quintero. Round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of our awards for this evening, an assembly by the Universal Peace Federation of Ghana, which happens to be the first one. And I'm sure that next year and the rest of the years ahead of us, a lot more is going to go on. Thank you all very much for coming. Congratulations to each and every recipient of an award here. Group picture. Let's hold on. Let's hold on. Yeah, before we take the picture, our congratulatory remarks would have to be rendered on our recipients this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, to help us to do this, the National Chief Imam of Ghana, Sheikh Dr. Osman Nuhu Sharabutu, is supposed to do it, but then he is not here with us. So he elected another person to do this on his behalf. And I'd like to call on the Tema Municipal Chief Imam, Adams Abubakar. A round of applause for him, please.
Good evening, and thank you for this wonderful gathering. We thank Allah for sparing our lives to gather here today to talk about peace. Once we were with the Chief Imam, and he said, going to mosque and be saying Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, without service to mankind is in vain. Or going to churches and be saying Hallelujah, Hallelujah, without service to mankind is in vain. Not only the prayers, there are a lot of things we have to do to render services to mankind. And peace is as such that every one of us should look for peace for his own soul. Look for peace for your own soul. If you don't have peace in you, you cannot go to God. Know God and have peace. Try your best to know God and have peace in God. When you have peace in God, you will cross to the heaven. So I conclude by saying, ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع الدعاء وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وربكنا الحمد لله رب العالمين. Amen. May God bless.